All right, you guys. So the first section of chapter 2 has to do with ordered pairs, and I just want to go over a little intro, I guess, just so we remember what they are and what they do. It has to do with the grid, right? Where we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. And each of those have different, like this one is going to be a positive in the ordered pair, which is what we're talking about. So positive, negative, so negative, positive, like that, negative, negative, and then positive, negative. So each one of those, if both of them are positive, then it's going to go into quadrant 1. If both numbers are negative in your ordered pair, it's going to go into quadrant 2. If the first one's negative and the second one's positive, it's going to go into quadrant 2. And if the first one is positive and the second one is negative, it's going to go into quadrant 4. So that kind of helps you know which one it should be going into. Now, our ordered pairs are that XY order that happens. X goes along your x-axis, which is left to right. So if you need to make a note of that, first number goes left and right, negative to the left, positive to the right, and then your second number, your Y number, goes up and down from there. Up is positive, down is negative. So that'll help you find wherever you need to find. But really, this is more talking about how a graph, which is something we would use with our ordered pairs, something like this, is connected to an equation, equation, which is connected to, so those two are connected, and each of them can be connected with a story. So that can go that way and that can go that way. And then we can even connect them with a table. So that can go that way and that way, and that way and that way. And then it even goes this way and this way. They are all connected and somehow. And so I'm going to show you how that is and really what they mean. We'll start with a story just because it's easier to latch onto that way. So our story is going to be a company makes t-shirts or team uniforms. Let's do team uniforms. And it charges, so a company makes team uniform, it charges $20 for the artwork, a $20 fee. Let's do a $20 fee. So we know it only happens one time for artwork, and then $10 for each jersey. So that's our story that we're going to go with. It's nice because we've been able to take something like this and already know how to put it into an equation. So if we have something happening over and over and over again, that means that that goes with our variable. Well, the number of jerseys, also it says for each, that's going to happen over and over and over again. So 10x, and then we have that fee that's happening, that $20 fee for our artwork. So all of this is going to equal our total. Well, this right here is in the form of y equals mx plus b. We'll talk more about that and really what all of them mean. But this is our equation that goes along with this story. Now this equation, using y equals mx plus b, which we'll talk about, we can actually graph it. So our graph would be Actually, before I graph it, let's do the table first. So we can actually make it into a table, and the table's nice and easy because it shows us our ordered pairs that we'll be using in order to do the graph if you don't know how to just graph this. So a table's nice because it's like, hey, these are what you have to use. So if I say, okay, X number here, Y number here, when I buy one jersey, I substitute it right there and I say, okay, Y is equal to 10 times 1 plus 20. Well, 10 times 1 is 10 plus 20 is 30. So Y is 30 when X is 1. Do you see that? So now if I buy 2 jerseys, now I'm saying, okay, Y is equal to 10 times 2, which is where my X was, plus 20. Well, 10 times 2 is 20, plus 20 is 40, so that's what Y is going to be. Same thing, 3Y is equal to 10 times 3 plus 20. Well, that's 30, 40, 50. So we know that that's $50. And then 4 is Y is equal to 10 times 4 plus 20, which is going to be 40, 50, 60, $60. So it's nice to have this table because when we go down to a graph, we can do it in 2 different ways. We can use the table that we have, or you can even, once you know how to, and I will teach you how to, we can just use this. This tells us where we are crossing our y-axis, which is y-axis right here. So I can look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We won't plot that many, but that's what I have. So let's say this is 1 uniform, 2 uniforms, 3 uniforms, 4 uniforms, 5 uniforms. We know how many, where we have to be on 1, 2, 3, and 4 uniforms. So my first uniform actually cost $30 because of this $20 fee. So $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100. So my first uniform actually costs $30. So I can plot that point. I have it, that's my ordered pair, I plot it. My second one is going to cost $40. So that's my second point. My next one's gonna cost $50. And so on and so forth. And that's really going to create this line that I have, which would be my graph, right? And so I can make that. Okay. And those are all of our ordered pair. It's in X and Y. So we go over 2 up 30, over 1 up 30, over 2 up 40, over 3 up 50, over 4 up 60. And that continues to go. And it works out to be this line that's happening, okay? So all of them are connected. If I had this graph, I could take it and I could make a story out of it. Maybe not this exact one, but I would know that I have $20 to pay and then $10 for each one after that, okay? And I can make an equation off of that. I can make a table. You can make any one of these things that you need to make just by knowing one of them. So they are all connected, and it's important that you see that because we'll grow on this idea. We will build on it.